Hello there. Welcome to the Pooh Finger Podcast with me, Wayne Cooper, and Mr. Lee Neal.
Hello.
And he looks at fitties on his phone while he touches his titties home alone. It's a campaign.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, if you're free reign to use that how you want. Yeah.
Thanks for the permission.
A wordy one this week.
Yeah, I threw in some extra shit in there. Hello, guys.
Oi, oi.
We're one away from the big 50.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, we got something special planned for y'all for next week. This is episode 49. 49. So we're in good spirits. We've got reaching the milestone.
This is what's known in the business as the vinegar strokes of podcasting.
Oh, yeah. What, because it's going to be the end?
I don't know.
It's 50 where we jump the shark.
A little bit.
Probably.
And then we reverse back over that fucking to make sure it's dead.
Yeah, so this week we've spoke about video games before, and it was pretty popular with you guys at home listening, or in the car, or wherever you're listening, as long as you're listening. And
That's the important thing.
so we thought, well, we could talk about games again. We've got a lot to say about games. But then we thought, well, let's do something a little bit crazy and talk about only games pre-1995. So pre-PlayStation. Ooh,
exciting, spicy.
Yeah.
the way back.
Yeah.
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 So we're talking about, like, your Sega Mega Drive or the Genesis for our American friends who I'm not annoyed yet.
Master System, Nintendo, SNES.
Or the NES and the SNES for our American listeners.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
They find it mind-boggling that we say NES and SNES.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll do that to anything, though,
Yeah.
Spork.
But saying SNES is not the easiest thing to say.
No.
Yeah, it's too much of a mouthful.
Sounds a little bit bollassy.
SNES. Oh, I was playing my SNES the other day. Nah. SNES. I was playing my Super Nintendo Entertainment System the other day. Might as well say that if you're going to say the abbreviation.
I would say that for fun.
Yeah.
Every time.
Golden age of handhelds as well. So you got the Game Boy,
Game Gear.
Gear, the Atari Lynx.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let's discuss this poo.
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Podcast.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Whoa! Graham was pulled on sits down to feed.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
There's Skip and there's Wayne and there is Mr. Lee.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Been talking nonsense is something you wish.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Listen right now, here come talking fish.
Pooh Finger Podcast.
Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast. Pooh Finger Podcast.
Oh, so the other day, I went on stage for the first time in 4 years.
Ooh.
Story time.
Story time.
I'm so jelly.
Gonna kick off with a little story. Yeah, it was so good. So good. So, a little bit of backstory. I used to be in a band called The Rebels back in the day. And I left them 4 years ago. Before I had my fatherly duties, and my work at the time was not allowing me to fit in my gig time. So I had to give up one of the biggest loves in my life to do the right thing. And so I parted ways, and I've not been on stage since. And I fucking miss it so much. And last week, Mr. John Rebel sends me a message, and he's like, hey, all right, mate, don't suppose you can fill in for a gig on Sunday, can you? I was like, what? Hang on, let me have a look. So I said to the missus, what are we doing Sunday? She was like, nothing. I was like, so I'm going to play a gig then. She was like, oh yeah, you should do it. Like, go for it. I was like, yes. I've been given the green light. I was like, oh, it's at 5:30, so it's an early one. Yes! Awesome. Bonus, win-win, brownie points with the missus, and get to play gig. Win. So, John, I'll get back to John. Yeah, man, I'm in. Let's do it. He's like, okay, cool. And he was like, do you want to do a rehearsal? So, well, I do, but I can't because I've not got time. It's too short notice. And he's like, all right, no worries. I was like, I'm just going to wing it. Just send me a set list. Let's do this. So he sent me through a set list, 20 songs with 3 encores. I was like, yeah.
For the record, if anyone's going to wing it, you are really fucking good at winging it.
I'm the wing master.
It's really annoying.
When it comes to gigs and going onto a stage, I just wing it every single time. Like, I don't have a plan. I have a vague plan from what we've rehearsed, but once I'm on stage, it's just my body takes over from my brain, and it just goes into autopilot.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, you do have a very good natural charisma.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell your front man.
I like to think so. Yeah, I like to be liked, which I think is like the key thing for a front man. Is I don't like people to dislike me, and I like to entertain people. And yeah, it was so for 5:30 start.
Yeah.
So I had to be there in Ilkeston in Derby, the latch lifter. I'd never been there before. I showed up, and then the bass player was like loading his gear in, and he was like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're Wayne, are you? I was like, oh, yeah. So like, I thought I recognised you. He was like, yeah. He's like, I played that gig at the Cricketers with you. I was depping on bass. And I was like, oh, that was the last gig I played with the Rebels. And he was like, oh, right, what band you been in since then? And I was like, none. And he was like, what?
Family Cooper.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, not done anything. And he was like, oh, how long ago was that? I was like, 4 years. And he was like, fucking hell, mate. He was like, you're going to be all right tonight? He was like, we've not had a rehearsal with you or anything. I was like, just winging it, man. I'm just, like, I'd picked up my dusty bag that was covered in cobwebs with my old gig mic and leads in. I opened it up when I got there, and it still had, like, my notes in, like, with all the old set lists and stuff that I used to write out. And I was like, oh, this is some nostalgia right here. And the drummer came out, and I've never met him before. And he's got 2 Foo Fighters tribute bands, apparently. And so I chatted to him. He was cool.
And for you too.
Yeah. He was like, oh, what? He was like, what band you in now? Then I was like, no, I'm in a band. I explained the whole deal to him as well. He's like, fucking hell, mate. He's like, have you got any like cheat sheet? Have you got the lyrics and stuff? I was like, no. And he was like, why not? I was like, I'm wigging it, mate. And he was like, you're really fucking hard, aren't you? I was like, do you know what I think my biggest regret so far is? He was like, what? I was like, having a doob on the way here. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. I said, like, it's always been like a pre-show ritual for me to have a doob before I go on stage. Like, I've just always done it. I don't know why, because it's probably the worst thing you can do for trying to remember words.
Absolutely.
And winging it. So I was like, I had a doob on the way here. And he was just like, fucking hell, mate. Like, you could see in his face, he was not looking forward to this gig now. He's like, I've instantly terrified him. He's thinking, who the fuck is this random knobhead who's buzzing off his tits and doesn't know what he's doing? So we set up, go on an hour late for various reasons. And like I said to you guys before we started recording, there was some technical difficulties going on, and by the time my microphone came on, like 45 minutes after we were supposed to start, I heckled the band from the stage because I've been stood there looking like a lemon for so long, and I was just, this band's fucking well shit, to the crowd. And they all started laughing, and I was like, oh yeah. I got the crowd laughing, got a laugh from the crowd. That's like, I'm like the energy vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. I'm a Colin Robinson. I'll just feed off that. Like, if I'm entertaining them and like I can see that they're smiling, I'm like, yeah, right, we can do this. Anyway, rattled through the first set, and it was good. It was really good. But the band, you could tell, hadn't rehearsed together.
Yeah.
like probably for a long time. Like it seems like it's just like John's gone back to his old ways of just like throwing a few musicians together. He's like, I've got this gig, I need musicians. Oh, I know, but I'll see if this bass player is available and this drummer and this singer. So
it's just John, isn't it? He's the Rebels. Like.
That is the Rebels. It is just like a revolving door of musicians. Whoever he can get at the time will play that gig.
Yeah, so I think the few times we've seen you, you've had a different band every time.
Yeah, because when he asked me to join properly and be like the permanent singer years ago, I said I gave him 2 conditions: weekly rehearsal and solid lineup. And we did that, and we had depth for occasional ones that the guys we'd got in couldn't do, but for the most part, for nearly 2 years, it was like the same lineup, and it just got so tight and super solid, and so much fun to play in. And all the songs we did, I was getting the guys to learn different songs like that other bands might play. It was such a brilliant band. I loved that band. It's my favourite covers band I've been in. But yeah, he's gone back to his old ways. So it was a bit sloppy, but obviously I hadn't done it in 4 years, and I started, and I was like, yeah, here we go. Got in, came off, and the drummer was like, mate, that was fucking brilliant, because he had like a monitor next to him, so he had my voice coming into his ear, and he was just like, mate, I didn't know you could sing like that. I was not expecting that when you opened your mouth. I was like, no danger. He was like, how have you remembered all them words? I was like, don't know if you noticed the 5 songs that I totally fucked up and just sang random shit, but like, I did not do very well with the words. And he was like, yeah, but mate, you got everyone laughing and dancing and all the rest of it. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. I was like, I'm fucking loving it. And but the whole way through, do you know how out in the sticks, when you go to a local pub, there's always that drunken dickhead that's been drunk since 12 p.m.
Yeah,
and like he's been drunk through the whole afternoon, and then like by the time you go on, they can't speak properly. Yeah. There was one of them. He was like late 40s, early 50s, just like shirt half undone, sweating his tits off because he was just dancing at the front the whole time. We went outside and, so I could have a fag, and like sat outside having a little break, and he came staggering out, and he like, I was sat like opposite him, like me to you away, and he like leaned over the table. He was like, you're fucking brilliant. I fucking love you. I was like, oh, cheers, mate. He's like, seriously? He's like, I can't wait for the rest of it. He's like, the rest of you're all shit. But this guy is fucking amazing. And he was like, you should just sing with a tape. And I was like, fucking hell. I went, well, that's a bit harsh on these guys, but I appreciate the nice thoughts. And I was like, oh, great, this guy's going to be a knob. And
was it Stone Island?
Possibly. He was wearing some kind of check shirt. Like, it was a button shirt. Gone back in. Smashed the second set. Like the second set, I hit my stride and I was into it. I was fucking loving it.
Activate Big Dick Road.
Yeah, it properly did. Because there was like just, the drunk guy was at the front. He's like, come here, like when I was mid-song. Yeah, how they do. And you just, right, so I'm like leaning down off the stage because it was like quite a big raised platform we were on. Like, so I leant down, and he's blabbering loads of nonsense in my ear, and I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Like, we'd just finished this song, and I was like, yeah. And then like, I stood up, got the mic, and I looked at him and went, I'm so sorry, mate, but I'm married. And like, he was like his face just dropped. Everyone in the crowd started pissing their pants, and they're all like laughing and pointing at him, and he's like, I'm not fucking gay. Oh, I never said I'm not. No, what are you talking about? I was like, look, mate, I know, like, you've been after me all night, but I've got to turn you down. I've just got to lay it straight. And like, everyone's fucking pissing themselves at him, and he fucking disappeared with his tail between his legs. And I was like, yeah. I could hear the drummer was fucking cackling, like, behind me, like, because he had a microphone as well. So like, his cackle was coming through. Oh, it was so funny. But yeah, I got the crowd with some zingers. Like, got people dancing. It was fucking awesome, and loved every minute of it. And afterwards, yeah, the drummer guy was like, mate, it was like, if any band asked me if I can recommend a singer, you are the person I'm recommending, like, to every single one. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, seriously. He was like, that was fucking brilliant. He was like, if you can do that after 4 years of doing nothing and you're high, like, and you've gone on and done that, he's like, that's fucking phenomenal. What can you do, like, when you're back in the swing of things? I was like, mate, don't fucking tempt me. I could easily do this every night of my life. There's not even no exaggeration.
This isn't even my final form.
It's just, I can't even explain what it's like being on a stage, and
it's the fucking biggest high you'll ever get.
Having a crowd in the palm of your hand, like, loving everything you're doing, dancing and singing along, and like you see their reactions like firsthand. There's something fucking and the place was packed as well. I couldn't believe it. Like, on a Sunday afternoon, and the place was absolutely rammed full, like front to back, and they were all fucking loving it, all into it. It was so good, but not every gig's like that.
No.
I got really lucky with that, and John was like, mate, he's like, I'm not sure if our singer's gonna be able to do the next gig. Can I give you a shout? I was like, you can always ask. I was like, I can't say yes every time. I said, but just ask me on the off chance. If I can, I will, like, straight away. And he's like, no. I was like, I've got a lot going on. So, like, there's a lot going on in the home life. So, you know, as much as I'd love to do it full time again, just can't. Like, I can't commit to that. Because the rumour has it that their singer might not be going back. So
might be a space opening up.
Yeah, and the bass player and the drummer absolutely loved it, and they were like, we need this guy in the Rebels. I was like, as much as I want to go back and lead that ship again. Well, I wouldn't say lead the ship. It's John's ship. It's always going to be John's ship.
Yeah, but you steered it sometimes.
I put it on a good course. Like, when I left, when I left, every gig, like, without sounding too big-headed, but every gig we played at, like, a new venue, we'd get 3 repeat bookings for the following year. And, like, so, but when I left them with a diary completely chock full of bookings for the following year because of everything that we'd done up until that point. So, like, it's frustrating.
Covers band, that's what you want, isn't it?
That's exactly.
That's the dream.
Yeah, people want you to play there. But, yeah, I as much as I'd want to, I can't. Because it's a lot of work. It is a lot of effort. It's like, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're just a singer though, you just show up. It's like, but I'm not that kind of singer. I don't just show up, I have to help load all the gear in. I feel bad for the rest of the band, like, especially a drummer with all the breakables and stuff, like, having to lug all that in and set up, and it takes fucking ages. So I want to make myself useful. I don't want to be the guy that just walks in, plugs his microphone in, and goes and sits down and has a beer and watches the band set up. So yeah, let me know when you're done, guys, and we'll sound check. So I've never been that guy. But also, I don't want to carry fucking John speakers because it's so fucking heavy. That absolutely did me in at the end of the night when I carried them speakers back up the stairs. I fucking nearly passed out after the first one. So I'm well not used to it.
It was only 8.
What, there's 9, I think 9 o'clock.
No, about number of speakers.
Oh, right. So yeah, a little tangent to start off the show.
Yeah.
I loved it. But yeah, if I ever do get that random off chance and where all the stars align and I can play another gig, I'll try and let everyone know in advance, because I had some people message me on the night when I put my Instagram post up. And I was like, oh shit, it's quite far away from you. We're already halfway through. But so yeah, next time I'll try, as soon as I know and it's confirmed, I'll just whack it up somewhere. Let everyone know. Let's have a poo finger party.
Yeah.
At a random gig.
Ooh.
You'll see me die on my arse.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
No masturbation for you.
I know it's a bit self-indulgent saving my story for the recording, but
Not at all.
I like to get it out there.
It was good. You're a natural born storyteller, man.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah,
I'm better when I'm edited.
Yeah, a lot better.
Makes it way more interesting. It's 3 minutes long instead of 29. Top, tippity top. It's a tippity top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah, there is a top 3.
Ooh.
We're getting back to video games.
Huh. Pre-1995.
Pre-1995 video games, would you believe?
Wow.
Fuck me. What?
Cray.
I would have been roughly 11, 10, 11, something like that.
I've eaten cheese sausages for 3 days straight. Every night. Last night,
And you
I
rode
ate
a hat with a
5.
mesh bag.
10 inches long.
Ooh.
They were chunky boys.
Okay.
I had a pack of 8 taste the difference mustard and cheese, mustard and Emmental. They were fucking delish. And I've had a 4-pack of those bratwurst style hot dog sausages with gooey cheese in the middle. They were the better ones. They were from Farm Foods.
Farm foods.
They were only like £1.50. They were possibly the best sausages I've ever eaten. I fucking loved them.
The ironic thing is there's no meat in those.
Oh no, it's definitely
just
not.
Gunk off the floor that they've just scraped up.
Yeah.
But the texture of that hoof is amazing.
Yeah.
With the cheese coming through. Beaut. So yeah, I'm all full of pork. Top 3 video games pre-1995, man.
Cool.
So up till I was the age of 5.
Yes.
But I do have memories and I have a lot of thoughts about this, so it's cool.
Cool.
Plus, you used to be a bit of a collector of the retro video game, did you not?
I did. Super Nintendo and Mega Drive.
Wow.
Oh.
They were the main ones I collected for.
Nice. And what did you base your collection on? Artwork or rarity? Or
It was stuff I had as a kid first.
Nostalgia.
So I wanted to revisit all that.
Yeah.
These were all the hidden gems everyone missed, like first time round. Angry Video Game Nerd reviewing like all the really shit ones. So I'd found like loads of games I want to try from all of these stuff, so I then picked them up.
Nice.
Yeah. Even some of the shit ones.
Just to have them.
Yeah, just have them. Just like, it can't be that bad, surely. And then I played it. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking awful. Festus Quest is absolute dog shit.
Oh, I don't think I played that one. I think there was the first one, wasn't there?
Pugsley's Big Adventure or something like that.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't have a very good memory of these things. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, since I was, because you're a more recent collector, you've got toys.
So am I carrying this podcast tonight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty good at my retro stuff. Not on the same level, I will admit that. But I've got a lot of favourites and old school ones that I do remember. I'm quite looking forward to my top 3, actually. But yeah.
Let's assign some motherfucking numbers then. See who motherfucking goes first, motherfucker.
Okay.
Go on then.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to assign me numbers. Oh, okay. Right.
Shitting out the numbers.
Come on. 3, me. Right.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Yeah, it's you, man.
Yeah. I was going to say. Right.
Oh,
Well.
he's had to charge his phone.
I have, you know. So, I'm actually going to swap my number 2 and number 3. My number 3 is Tiny Toon Adventures presents Acme Oil... Hang on. Sorry, we can restart that a bit.
It's so good he doesn't remember what the name of his favourite game is.
Take 2. Action.
Yeah. No, because I'm pretty sure it had a slightly different name. Tiny Toon Adventures presents Acme All-Stars on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Basically, what it was, it had loads of like Warner Bros. Characters in. Like, it had like Tasmanian Devil, it had Buster Bunny, and whatever the pink bunny was called. I don't think it was Lola Bunny, but whatever her name was, I can't remember now. And it was a sports game, and basically you had all these different types of sports. For example, you had a football mode, you had a basketball mode, I can't remember like the other 3, but it was really good fun, to be fair. It was a great game. And the learning curve was just right as well. It just got to like the last sort of thing and it was rock solid. You'd like 8-8 in the final or something like that of a football or whatever it was. But I just remember that game being fucking awesome. It was such good fun.
I remember the side scroller because there was another Tiny Toons one.
Yeah.
It was more like a side-scrolling platform.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
But I think that was
said
the
Tiny
Buster one.
Toons.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I do remember that.
I remember Tiny Toons being huge back in the day.
Yeah, it was a big Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it?
Yeah, the TV series was great fun. Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay.
Number 2 is more of a series of games, but a particular niche part of the series. Does anyone remember the Dizzy games done by Codemasters?
Yes.
The egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it was the Oliver Twins.
Look at this little fella.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah.
That's a funny little egg fella.
Basically, I used to fucking love Dizzy, but it was only like a particular few. It was like Fantastic Land Dizzy. Sorry, no, Fantastic Dizzy. Dizzy in Magic Land. I can't remember the other two off the top of my head. But they were
One
like...
Big Adventure.
Yes,
Yeah, I
possibly.
think it's Dizzy's Big Adventure, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that pops out to my mind.
And they were like the only ones that were like a more specific. You had like a fast food Dizzy where it was a weird one where you had to like build conveyor belts or some shit. Then there was one where every single level basically Dizzy gets kicked off a desert island into like a little trench of water, and you had to stand afloat on bubbles going up to get out. And it was a really hard game.
Did they
yeah.
have Dizzy games on the Atari?
I'm struggling. I personally remember them just on the PC, I think it was.
I think it was more PC,
Was it?
They did do like Mega Drive ones, and now you can actually get a PC, but they've made a new one.
but they're on like Commodore and
Yes.
Amstrad and stuff
That's
like that.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Commodore.
yeah, because I used to
I
have
think I had one of them.
I used to have the Amstrad CPC 464.
Of course you did.
I did, and
Child Porn 464.
that's the one. Yeah. So basically,
Up to 1 byte of child porn.
if I recall,
Big selling feature for, at the time.
if I recall,
Pixelated child pops up on the screen. Doo, 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 doo.
If I recall, if I recall rightly, I believe my one it had a separate tape deck. It was like an accessory.
So you could store an extra byte of child porn.
That's the one. Yeah,
On a cassette.
yeah.
You've doubled your child porn storage. Sorry, I'll stop now.
Oh, where was I?
I don't know.
There's
Took child
Cassette
porn.
storage.
Disney cassettes, yeah. So yeah, but the cassette unit was like a separate part to my computer. Like it was just like the keyboard. You hooked that up to some form of monitor. And the tape deck was an entirely separate bit. But the Dizzy games, I used to just love them. They were really fucking annoying. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them, you start off like you are literally one door away from like the end part of the game, and the only problem is because you're wearing boxing gloves. When you go to knock on the door, we can't hear it. So you basically spend the game. The game starts off by start doing a massive quest over all this, however many hours of gaming, just to get a door knocker. So you can knock on the door and then someone comes and opens it, and then you go in and like you fight the last boss. But it's stupid, but I loved it. And yeah, the Oliver Twins did magical work on that. My number 1 game of all time. Let me just remind myself because I have actually forgotten. There we go. It was Tanks on the Atari 2800. That game I've got a lot of nostalgia for because I used to play it with my dad. But it was the old machine. It was like it looked like it was straight out of 1978.
Wood grain finish. And,
Yes, it was a very sort of I don't know what type of wood, but yeah, it was a very sort of dark wood grain finish. It had about 8 switches on the top, and I can't remember what each one did. One was like power, obviously, and then it's like I think one might have been a volume, and it was like on or off.
A lot of them do different stuff, and they'd incorporate into games. Sometimes that's
Yes.
like how you do cheats.
Yes, that's right.
So you
yeah.
flick a switch and it will skip you to the next screen and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But also though, the joystick was fantastic. It's hopefully this is going to come up later, but it's my favourite joystick of all time, where it was just one solid big black piece of plastic, and then a rubber sort of like you know, the little bit around your gearbox in the car. It's like little rubbery bits like that, and then another solid bit of plastic, and then you had a red button in the corner, and that was it. And basically,
wasn't it like a square plastic stick?
Yeah,
and so it was really horrible to hold.
It was uncomfortable as anything. Yeah, and the game itself, though, this is where it gets good. The game itself, Tanks. You had 4 modes. I can only remember what the first 3 were, but mode 1 was just normal tanks. You drive around and you shoot and you kill each other. Bear in mind, it's super pixelated. Imagine Pong, but just Pong with tanks, basically. Mode 2 was exactly the same thing, except now your bullets will ricochet off walls twice and then they explode. Mode 3, you were invisible until you shoot, and then you are visible only until your thing blows up. And then you go invisible again. And it's really annoying because you don't know which way you were facing. And I can't remember what number 4 was. Probably exactly the same thing with Ricochet. Also, though, the controls were amazing because you could do about 4 things. You could move forwards, you could move backwards, you could turn, or you could shoot. But you could not do any more than one of those things at any given time. It was just so perfect. It's when video games were meant to be simple. And I've got a lot
They
of
weren't meant to be simple. The technology only allowed for them to be simple.
Yeah. If I recall rightly as well, the power unit for this computer was just a fucking unit. It's like how you've got like a laptop now and you've got that little box that's really annoying about 3 inches from your fucking plug socket. That one, it was like the size of a fucking bucket. You just have to put that near your plug socket. Yeah, hardwire it into a fucking into the electricity. But Tanks though, I absolutely love that game. I don't know if you guys ever had Ataris.
No.
I have played Tanks on emulation.
Ah, cool.
I've played an Atari, but I don't remember playing Tanks. It was probably just some Pong and shit.
Yeah. Again, it was the most basic game. You were literally a H shape that could again move forward, back, or turn, or shoot. That was it.
Interesting list.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's an interesting list.
Disrespect there from Mr. Neil. I was yawning at you. You fucking boring bastard.
I went to the gym this morning. I'm knackered.
Went to see Jim for a good rim.
Yeah, it's an interesting list. You got really old school.
Yeah, it's proper old school. I'm
now thinking I need to up my list. My list is well basic.
My list is purely Mega Drive. Just so you all know.
When this, I'm kicking off. It'd be like Carly Minogue all over again.
Oh no, I've got a Master System one as well.
Oh, that was something else I forgot about that on the Atari. You could have a thing where you plug it in, and then that sits on top of like the flat bit of your game. You've still got switches behind, but now you just can't access them because of this fucking unit. And it had slots for like 10 games in, so you could plug all 10 games in, and then you had one switch that went across the whole fucking thing, all the fucking way, whichever one it was on, basketball game you were playing. So if you started playing Pong and you wanted to play fucking, not even Missile Command, because I don't think that was on that console. Yeah, you just went, move it 4 places long.
Interesting thing about the Atari is that a Mega Drive controller works on it.
Really?
Has the same connectors.
Nice.
So you can just plug in a Mega Drive controller and it works.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's the B button is the Atari button on it. The rest don't work. But yeah, you can move around with it.
Well, to be fair, half the games you play with a Mega Drive controller don't have buttons assigned. You only need like the D-pad and A button.
Yeah. Should we roll the dice and hope it doesn't land on me? Because I'm having a list crisis right now.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
Hey. So I did originally think, mine are all Mega Drive, but then one just popped into my head, which I'm going to make my number 3. And it's for the Master System, and it is Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
Good shout.
When I was a little boy, my mum collected the vouchers off cereal boxes and sent off and entered into a prize draw and won a Sega Master System.
Wow.
Nice.
And it was like the first console we'd had new. Like all the other ones were hand-me-downs from various people in the family and like your dad's mates and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got this Master System and it had Alex Kidd in Miracle World built in to the console, and it was amazing. Fucking hate that controller. Controller's absolute dog shit for the Master System.
Two buttons.
The rectangle with 2 buttons on it.
It's the round D-pad. It doesn't work very well.
Yeah, that's gross. Just everything about it is gross.
Yeah.
But Alex Kidd in Miracle World, riding that bike super fast across that screen. It's fucking solid as well. Giant hand.
Yeah.
I love the rock, paper, scissors, cock.
Janken Pom.
Yeah, you got the rock, paper, scissors, cock in there.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant game.
It was a great game.
I loved it.
Yeah, I can't remember what mine had. I think mine had... Oh, no, in fact, no, I had a Master System converter. It plugged into my Mega Drive and I play Master System games on it.
Yeah.
Imagine Sonic and Knuckles, but a Master System version.
Yeah, because the Master System, it had Alex Kidd built in, and then normally it'd have like Sonic as like a pack-in game.
Yeah.
You get Sonic 1.
Yeah, I think we did Sonic the Hedgehog in
Yeah.
whatever it was. Just Sonic the Hedgehog, wasn't
Yeah, it
it?
was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, those were the days. That's like one of my earliest gaming memories, that is, was my mum winning that Master System. Blew our minds. Blew our tiny minds.
Well done, Mel. Shout out.
Well done for saving up all those coupons. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 3. Let's move on to my number 2, which was Comic Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting
Comics
choice.
with an X. Because I was massively into comic books as a child because I'm a big fucking nerd. And then I remember seeing the box to this we didn't go to Blockbuster because there wasn't one close enough. There's somewhere where we rented videos and games from. I think it was Jim's Corner Shop.
There was one near
It wasn't on a
Everton
corner.
Village. There's one, I think it's near Everton Village.
No, this was, do you know, as you turn left out of my street, my old street,
Yeah.
my mum and dad's street,
Yeah.
and then go up and then you got that green.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
the
well,
corner
top.
shop over in the corner,
Yeah.
Jim's.
Ah.
Yeah, I used to rent out videos. So as a
Yeah, we had a
bambino,
corner shop that did that as well.
50p a day.
Ooh.
Rent something out.
Yeah.
Well, me own 25 quid.
But yeah, and I remember seeing the box for this. And I was like, a Comic Zone? And it looked all comic booky. And I looked at the back and saw that it was a game where you play through a comic book. I was like, this looks fucking awesome. And rented it, played it, loved it. It was fucking brilliant.
I played it a lot, but I was really shit at it. But I do.
Oh yeah, I was terrible at every game I played on the Mega Drive and Master System. No, in fact, I didn't start getting okay at games until like my early 20s, my late teens. Up until then, I wasn't really very good at games. So I didn't play them as often as I could have done.
Yeah.
I preferred drawing and reading comic books like a little gimp.
Yeah, Comic Zone was interesting because that was where, like, when you finished that screen, your character would like jump into the next panel of the book, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
you'd zoom in and you go play it. And,
Yeah, they jump down a panel and like you could go across the other side of the page and keep doing that.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like, the
It was
artwork
really cool for its time. Yeah.
It was.
It was something different.
Funny enough, I've got it on my phone now, and I still try and have the occasional go on it, and I'm still complete shit at it. So it don't matter. It's like,
It was a hard game to play,
it was.
but I just remember looking at it going, wow. Like, it's the first time I'd seen a game that looked completely different to anything I'd played.
Yeah.
Like, drew me in. And then that leaves me with my number 1, which is technically 3 of them. Golden Axe.
Yeah.
Golden
Golden Axe.
I loved that game as a
Death
kid.
Adder.
Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it, because to me that was a He-Man game,
Yeah.
and I was He-Man. I would always pick He-Man to play as.
Yeah, because he had the little dwarf, a lady that looked a little bit like a cross between Red Sonja and Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
and the He-Man looking dude. And you had all the little, I used to call them gnomes, but the little
the
goblin
blue guys.
gnomes
that
attack you, and then
you kick all shit out of them.
you could jump on the beasts and ride them.
Yeah.
Ride them around. You got the special attacks that you can do.
They look a little bit like Battle Cat.
A little bit like Battle Cat, but they had the big club tails of a Eucephalosaurus.
But I think they were green and striped, weren't they? If I remember right.
No, Ankylosaurus, sorry.
Yeah. Bless you.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I've got
Or you had the two-legged ones.
I can hear the attack sounds now, just talking about it. The thuds.
And like the opening music. It's just great all round.
Yeah.
Great game. Honourable mention, Streets of Rage.
Yeah. Got that
I
one.
won't throw any more honourable mentions out of them because just in case any of
Should we
them
do it
turn
at
out
the
to be
end?
leads.
Yeah, let's do honourable mentions at the end.
Let's do that.
Honourable mentions pool. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's my 3.
Good list.
Golden Axe.
Yeah.
He-Man.
That game was fucking solid.
It was fucking wild.
It was so hard.
I could only ever do like the first couple of levels at a time.
Yeah.
And plus, obviously, for those young listeners, you couldn't save your games.
No.
Yeah.
In pre-1995, it was very rare to have a game that you could save your progress.
Yeah.
Every time you want to play that game, you're starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
So you play the beginning level over and over and over again.
Occasionally, you'd maybe get a password that you have to write down and tell you not to throw this scrap of paper.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to lose anyway.
Yeah, the level passwords.
Then you put it in and it's like incorrect code. Like, no, it's not.
Yeah. And you not got the internet, so you can't just look up those codes anywhere. Like nowadays, you just go, oh, there's level codes. Just go online, Google, what are the level codes? There we go.
Yeah. I mean, there was a Game Genie or Game
I was just
Shark.
going to say, Game Genie.
But
I never got a Game Genie, but I always wanted one.
I had one. It was
I remember
amazing.
you having one. I was jelly of you.
Yeah.
I had one for a console that is our cut-off point, so I can't mention it. It was an action replay, actually.
Yeah.
But it was loaded with cheats, but it also meant that it was chipped. So as long as I put a pencil in between the disc tray and the button,
Yeah.
it'd read it and play copied games.
Yeah. We're sticking a copy of it.
But we're not talking about disc-based systems.
No. Fuck that digital shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is digital.
Well, there's one disc-based system that we can talk about, but it's not come up
Sega
yet.
Saturn.
2 disc-based systems.
What's the other one?
Technically 3, but
What's the other one?
no one knows PC Engine. The other one,
Only
Sega
by
CD.
name.
Sega CD.
right, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you put on top of the Mega
No,
Drive?
it goes. It's like a tumour on the side.
Oh.
So you had, there was 2 different versions depending which Mega Drive you got. So or Genesis.
Yeah.
If you had the first one, then you had to get the version 1, which your Mega Drive like sat on top of it, like a weird combo DVD VCR deal. Or the Mega Drive 2, it had a massive tray to the side of it that you put your Mega Drive on.
That's the one I had.
Sits
I
on the
think.
side, yeah. I had that one. And it's literally like the size of a skateboard. It's massive. Huge.
Yeah. Oh, nostalgia. It's all coming flooding back.
Yeah.
Right, let's roll that dice, see who it lands on.
2.
Mr. Neil,
Oh, it's me.
it's you.
Wow.
Clean roll as well.
Last for once.
Even though I was panicking about my list, I am mostly keeping it the same. I'm only changing one.
Okay.
So it's kind of shuffled things around a bit. So coming in number 3, I'm going with Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive.
Great shout.
2 specifically.
2. Yeah.
I won't lie to you, I am very anti-Tails, but I did love Sonic 2.
I loved it when they brought in Tails.
I was a fan of Tails.
The different styles of gameplay that you had just from adding that one character. It blew my mind.
And it didn't get in the way either.
No.
Like if you got stuck in like you ran past him, it'd just come back to you eventually. You didn't have to wait around.
Yeah.
But no, 2 was just a little bit better than 1. Like 1 has iconic levels like the Green Hill Zone, stuff like the Marble Zone. As much as that was a bastard, it's iconic.
Marbles
2 kind of revisited some of them, but like made them just a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then you had the Casino Zone, which was a fucking absolute bastard. but amazing at the time because you were just like then in a pinball machine, like pinging around.
Oh yeah,
and shit like that.
is that when they brought in the pinball?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking loved that.
Yeah.
But yeah, two was so good.
See, for
Really
me,
good.
the best one was like a fond memory of having Sonic 3, but then having the Sonic and Knuckles
Yeah. You know.
adapter. Like, because I remember my cousin Ali, she bought it for me for my birthday for like my 14th. Like, no, when would that have come out? I was like my 10th birthday or something.
Well, that was towards the end of the Mega Drive, so we're looking at 93, 94.
Yeah, so 8th or 9th birthday, and I asked for it, and she got it for me, and I was like, "You're a fucking legend, you absolute legend." So my parents were refusing to buy it for me, and she got it for me. I was like, "Yes," and so Sonic and Knuckles has a fun, and I also really liked how have they done this? Where they've just taken Sonic 3 and just replaced the characters for Knuckles. And you could go gliding around, you're doing all the same levels. You could go to places you've not seen before in the level. Like, that's amazing.
Was Rings of Beer on Sonic 2? Oh, Sonic 3? Oh, I didn't know that. So, no, it wasn't, but...
Yeah, that's my fondest memory of Sonic.
That's a really good shout.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is a good shout, because I remember that blowing my tiny mind as well.
Yeah, it was so
When
good.
Tails popped up.
Yeah, and they tweaked the controls a little bit so Sonic was a bit more responsive because on Sonic 1 it's very slippy. And so you'd stop, but you'd take your thumb off the D-pad, but you carry it on just a little bit. When you do really precision platforming, that's why Marble Zone was a bastard, because it was full of lava and you had to be really precise, but the controls were dog shit, so you're just slipping around everywhere. 2, they tightened it up a little bit.
And then they had the big boom with the animated show.
Yeah.
Once Tails was there, they got the 2 cute characters sticking together.
Yeah.
Was that the Chili Dogs era?
Yes.
Yes, because it was
was my
linked with the
favourite one.
comics as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big Sonic boom of the 90s.
When it was Dr. Robotnik.
Yes. Some stickler for that.
It was originally Dr. Robotnik, wasn't it? Or was it Dr. Eggman originally?
It was originally
Western.
Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
It was in the West where they changed it to Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
And then, for whatever reason, they had to revert back to the Japanese version.
Oh, could it possibly have been DC owning the rights for Eggman, for Batman's TV series? Because Vincent Price played Eggman.
He did. I don't
Could
know.
he own the rights for the name?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Could have been a rights thing.
Yeah. Also could have been a translation thing, 'cause sometimes they're like, that won't work here. Like the Westerners
Dr.
won't
Eggman.
get that. Yeah. So they'll be like, right.
Dr. Robotnik is a more
Robotnik.
evil sounding villain name.
Yeah. But what does he do? Oh, he turns animals into robots. Okay, so what do you call him? Eggman.
Yeah. Because he's around. Yeah. They did call him Dr. Robotnik in the movies
Yes.
with Jim Carrey.
Good.
He does a very good Robotnik.
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched the first one and I've watched half of the second one, I think.
The second one's alright. It's not as good as the first. First was like... That movie didn't need to be that good.
It was good. It was enjoyable.
really good.
An enjoyable romp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Carrey steals it,
Yeah.
as
Sorry,
always.
Oscar.
It's really good in the
It's
second. But... Yeah, it's good. It's definitely watchable. You're not going to have a bad time watching it. But anyway, that's movies.
Movies.
Number 2. So I'm hopping to the NES for this one. I'm going with Super Mario Bros. 1.
Ooh.
First one, specifically.
Okay.
See, I didn't own any Nintendos
Same here.
at all as a child, so I'd play those games if I went around to somebody's house that had it.
Yeah.
And so I did have a pap on the Super Mario Bros.
And had a great time.
I couldn't do it. I'm shit at games. I'm really shit at games. I always have been. And back then I was really, really shit at games. So every game was hard to me, but I just enjoyed having a blast. But yeah, so Super Mario wasn't one of my big ones.
No.
I can't remember which one I played first. It was on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and it was either 2 or 3. I think 2.
The 6 coins.
Yeah, I
I think that was
right.
Super Mario. I think they called it World. I don't know. I've got it at home. It's good fun.
Yeah, that sounds
The
about
Game
right.
Boy ones are good. Yeah, second one was called 6 Coins, and that's one that has like bigger sprites.
Yeah.
But no, for me it's 1. It's got the iconic theme song. As soon as you open it up, press like go. Yeah, and you have that one Goomba that has probably killed more players than any other enemy in any other video game.
It's a wrecking machine.
Because it's the first one that you get it. There's no tutorial. Like, you're not reading the instruction book. You don't know what the buttons are, so you're just running forward. You press like B and you don't jump. You just hit that Goomba. Dead. Yeah, it's classic. And because you always start back at that first level every time you turn it off because there's no saves.
Yeah.
You end up being able to just speedrun it. And like everyone gets to that point where you could just bomb through the first level, and that's what inspired Sonic the Hedgehog. Because the creators of Sonic the Hedgehog were big fans of Mario, but they were really bored of kept having to play that first level.
Right.
So they ended up wouldn't it be great if we could just do this really fast? And then they made a whole game based around it, which was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
That's a cool story.
Yeah, everyone always goes with 3 is the best one. I personally don't think it's the best one.
I couldn't really say which one is the best one.
For me, it's the first. It's iconic. It's
I like
the most simple.
I liked the ones with Yoshi in, when they added the Yoshi dynamic.
That's Super
Like 3.
Nintendo.
that's like talking about Jurassic Park and saying I like the one with dinosaurs in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Yoshi.
He's good. His tongue come out.
Or Yoshi. Lots of people called it Yoshi. Like, you're stupid calling it Yoshi. I'm like, just saying that as I sees it, bro. But, they'd say, oh, no, it's Yoshi. Like, what is it? What do you guys say?
Is it just
I say Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah. I say Yoshi.
I say
But
Yoshi.
I'm not offended if anyone says Yoshi.
Yeah,
Cool.
you know what people are talking
It's like-
about.
Is it Ryu or is it Ryu?
Yeah.
Ryu.
I say Ryu.
Again, I'm neither.
What do you say, Ryu?
I say Ryu.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Ryu. Could be. It's just, everyone knows what you're saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which way. It's just when you start saying things like verbatim. That's when things start getting weird.
Verbatim.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Right, now my number 1.
Number 1.
This is the one that I did a swapsies round with.
Wow. Okay.
And this one, I'm going with Streets of Rage 2 on the Mega Drive.
Oh.
So fucking
Brilliant.
good.
It is really good.
Well,
That was going to be in my list,
Yeah.
but
And then you play 2-player, but it's friendly fires on. So every now and again, you just grab your partner and you're like, shit, and you're trying to get out of it. You accidentally give him a German suplex. I'm so sorry.
I forgot about that little mechanic in there because again,
But-
I'm really shit at games,
when you're
so I
trying to-
did that all the time.
You're trying to figure out the buttons. The first one you press is the special move. So you use your special move on no one right at the beginning. The police cars come in with the rockets.
There's always that thing where you're like, oh shit, I've used my special move first, let's restart the game.
Yeah.
And so you just start at the beginning, switch it off, switch it on again,
Yeah.
reload.
But if I remember right, though, when you did sort of catch each other in 2-player mode sort of thing,
Yeah.
you can use that to your advantage, because I think it's Skates, was it? And Max, the big guy.
That's 3.
Oh, was that 3?
I was
Okay,
gonna
well,
say.
well, whichever one it is on 2, you can sort of go to suplex someone like Axel, I think it was. He doesn't properly do a German suplex. He sort of throws him in a way. But you can do that, and if you're one of the others, you can get that turned into some sort of aerial kick
Yeah.
or something like that. It's weird. It only works for a
double
couple
team
of
move.
them. Yeah. But again, it's very situational,
Yeah.
and
I was always Axel.
it's all about Axel.
Yeah, I was normally Axel.
Every time Axel.
Yeah.
Because there was Axel, there was the woman that I'm blanking on. And I can't remember who the third character was.
Yeah. The first one, it was Adam, but he's the one you got to go rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember either way. but-
Axel, lady, and black guy.
Is it Black Guy?
Well,
Black Guy
was
3.
Adam. That was in 1. Then you had
in
Max,
1.
who was a great big sort of hand wrestler. And Skates, who I remember right, was a small African American lad.
To the Google machine.
Skates.
1 second. It's just
alright.
loading up.
1 second.
1 second and have fun.
So it's Axel Stone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blaze Fielding, which is the woman,
Yeah, great
and
name.
then Adam Hunter, who was the black dude.
That was in the main one, though. First one. What about number 2?
Yeah, that was 2.
Oh.
Yeah, boy, because they didn't add the skates character until the 3rd one.
Yeah.
But I thought it was number 2 that Adam got captured and he had to go rescue him.
I don't know. I don't remember the stories.
I don't remember the stories either. But yeah, great game. So much fun. It got really fucking hard towards the end. Me and my mate Gary completed it, and it took us an entire night. Because at the end, you basically have to do a gauntlet of every boss.
Yeah.
And you're like in an elevator. So it was like Game of Death style.
I never got that far. I'm glad I didn't.
Fucking ridiculous. It was so difficult.
Pre-95. I didn't complete a game fully until I think it was Red Dead Redemption, the first one. So that's the first game I've fully completed. Like, until then, I'd never have. And especially pre-95, I was lucky if I'd completed more than 2 levels per game that I played or owned. Because it was too hard. I'd always run out of lives. And some games I wouldn't like. Do you remember Apache Strike? I used to love that game, but I could only stay in the air for like 5 minutes and like run out of fuel or get blown out of the sky. I was terrible, but they were fun.
That was a great game. I actually love the Strike series.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Urban Strike, Jungle Strike,
Soviet Strike.
Soviet Strike,
Nuclear Strike. Yeah. Oh, could have special.
Flying games.
Yeah, very good choice. Yeah.
So I've made my list a little bit less basic. Just a little bit less basic.
That's a good list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Streets of Rage is great.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2 is better.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 3 was really cool.
I don't...
Did number 2 have those Ultimate Warrior dudes in there?
Yeah.
Because... and also I remember something else. You're talking about when you're going down in the lift and... what's the name? Sometimes you can smash the glass on the sides, and like if you look at kick like one of them out, so it's all right. But occasionally you can fall out as well. You'll get all the way. Like I was like the 8th boss or something like that. It was 2 of them this time, and then as you say, you fall out.
And if you get a pipe, you're like pretty much invincible. Just fucking take everyone out with this pipe.
The pipe was the best. Second best was the broken bottle.
I never liked the broken bottle. No, I did actually. It was the knife. The knife was crap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just randomly throw it, and you're like, I don't want to throw it. I've lost my knife now.
You just see the shoot across the screen, disappear. Fuck.
Did you ever learn to do the back punch as well? You
A
and B at the same time, and bosh. That was good.
Such a cool game. So fucking cool. Then you got to smash bins and find turkeys so you get your health up.
Turkeys.
Eat a turkey from a bin. Gain 500 points. What was like a huge apple.
Yeah. It was like a toffee apple, wasn't it?
Yeah. Weird power-ups. And just think of a game in the 90s that wasn't rated. And you just go around glassing people. Because after the first hit, it'd smash, wouldn't it? And then you could shank them.
Slice them up with the broken bottle.
Brutal. Great fun. Fun for all the family.
Yeah.
Video games make people violent, guys. This is why.
Yeah.
They see these side-scrolling adventures, pixelated dudes with muscles that are impossible to gain, and they're just stabbing people and eating turkeys out of bins.
Did you guys ever go at Streets of Rage 4? You know, the latest one they've done a couple of years back. It's on Game Pass for a minute. It's fucking solid. Really hard.
Yeah, I looked at it and I thought it looks like Streets of Rage. In my older years, I don't like playing that game.
I enjoyed it for half an hour. I was like, I can see what they're doing. This is really cool. But this is fucking solid. I don't remember the originals being this hard. Like, Jesus Christ. Delete.
Yeah, because I've got a little Sega pack on my phone actually. So look, what's in it?
Sega.
There it is. Right, so I've got Sonic 1, 2, Sonic CD, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Altered Beast, Decap Attack. I used to fucking love Decap Attack.
Don't be reading all this shit out, man.
Should we quickly up on some honourable mentions?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah.
honourable mentions.
Well, Decap Attack for me, I used to pick it up that game. It was quality. There's loads of Mega Drive ones.
Road Rash.
Road Rash.
Another very violent
Love
game.
Road Rash.
When you motorbike with your chains.
Yeah, when you get the
knocking dudes
chain,
off.
the ultimate weapon. Was it not Burnout? Was it? Yeah, it was Burnout. No, it wasn't Burnout.
No, that's PlayStation.
California Run.
Yes.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
California Run, where you're in the Ferrari or the Lamborghini. Yeah.
That was the first appearance of Sonic.
Was it?
Yeah, he hangs on your mirror. There's a little like air freshener.
Oh, awesome. Did not know that.
Yeah. That's before his game was released.
Oh, I don't know if one of them was actually just a reskin of the other, but Shinobi and or Strider. Do you remember Strider?
Yeah, Strider was the reskin, if I remember right.
Yeah, I remember Shinobi, not Strider.
Yeah, because that was part of, was it Game Pack 2?
Something like that.
Where you got Streets of Rage 2, Golden Axe, and Shinobi on one cartridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember the triple cartridges. The triple game
The first one
cartridges.
was garbage. You got like...
First one was the best one. World Cup Italia 9 said Collins and
Collins.
something else on the motorbike. I can't remember what it was.
It was just a motorbike racing one. It was crap.
That was the best one.
No, 2 was the best.
Because I had all the other games like individually, to be fair.
2 was the best.
Was it Zombies Ate My Neighbours?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I loved that one. Again, far too hard, but
Yeah. It's Super Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah, I had it on
And
Mega
Mega
Drive.
I'm sure I had it on Mega Drive.
on Mega Drive as well?
because I never had the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Now, do forgive me on this one because it is football related, but I had European Club Football, it was
course you
called.
did.
Yeah, and it was really good fun. It was actually quite hard, but once you got to know it, because you only had those little movements, like, up, diagonal, up, or across, once you learn how to work around the system, you were pretty much invincible. But just for fun, you could type in like the code, like instead of like a thing which takes you to a certain part of competition, like it should do, you enter the code free shredded wheat, and it gives you godlike powers. So like your goalkeeper will take a goal kick and it will just like boot it round the world or something like that. Basically, it's just good hero type dude.
Sounds well shit.
Yeah, but he would. Anyway.
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom was the one I took out of my list.
I remember a guy I knew back in the day called Tom Sibley, and I always envied him because he was an only child, but he was really spoiled.
Oh, okay.
Really spoiled, and I remember going round and he had Doom on his PC. I was like, my mind had already blown at the door when I saw he had a PC. And then he's playing Doom and he was like, do you want to go? I was like, fucking yes, I want to go. Obviously shit at it, but still, I was like, this is awesome. Like, blowing aliens to shreds, demons to shreds.
Because they're all like rip-offs of real songs.
Oh yeah, that's a cool memory I have there.
One on the back on the Amstrad CPC 464.
We all know what the CP stands for.
Yeah,
Apparently so. I used to have a game. Weirdly enough, I first found out it was a book by Adrian Edmondson called How to Be a Complete Bastard.
I remember you showing me this game.
Yeah.
Back many moons ago.
Yeah.
Decades ago.
And basically they did a game version of it, and with that one, the idea was you attended a party and you had to do what was so-called bastard things to attain bastard points. And these included farting, weeing, getting drunk, and random other incidents, such as you go to a bathroom and you look in a hamper and you see a sheet so you can wear it, like pretend to be a ghost. And it became weird. It's set across 2 screens. I can't really explain it. 2 alternate points of view. One of them just comes up, woo! and everyone that was in the room has ran off, and you get loads of points. But when you get weirder stuff though, like you could stab people with pens, you can go into the garden and put a flower pot on your head, and basically it turns both screens blank, completely black for something stupid like 12 minutes. Like, and then all of a sudden it comes up with normal text and stuff like that. It says, that was a stupid idea. And it's like, what?
It's completely random.
It was, but the weirdest one of all was where you go to the bottom of the stairs and you see an umbrella stand. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, there was one more after this. You see an umbrella stand, so he's like, okay, I'll open the umbrella, why not? It's like, you open the umbrella, and it turns you into a oven. And you move around the game as a sprite of you. It's no longer human, it's just an oven. But the very last one though, sorry, you go upstairs into like one of the bedrooms and you search in a cabinet and you see a computer, and you get like 4 options, like one is use a computer, the second one is smash a computer, something else to the computer, and number 4 is reset the computer. So you're like, whatever, let's try number 4. And it resets your computer. And you're like, oh, absolute bastard. You have to redo it all over again. Yeah.
That's funny.
That was one of my favourite games of all time. And yeah, as I say, you used to have to like eat curry and stuff like that. And if you eat too much curry, you explode when you fart. And stupid things like that. It's so hard to explain. Look it up, people. I'll try and link whatever I can. You won't believe a game like this could exist. Just the sheer look of it doesn't look like it should exist.
It's dog shit.
It is. It looks, plays terribly.
Absolute dog shit.
But stick with it. It's fun.
I've got one.
Oh, yeah.
Like recently, I've seen people bad-mouthing it, so I don't know if it was like really slated when it first came out. But Zool.
I remember Zool.
Yeah,
Little ninja guy.
Yeah, the little ninja guy. You collect like candy.
Yeah.
You go around the candy world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was really good, but then like, I've seen whenever I've heard about it recently, which is admittedly not very often, but it's like sort of used as like a benchmark of shit games. But I don't know any more than
Use it
that
as a
about
benchmark. Like I don't remember it being that bad. I haven't revisited it since the 90s. But
Bugsy 3D.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
I used to love that.
What
It's about
was
3 frames a second.
Yeah.
Oh no, one I'm thinking of was on N64. Fuck.
I've got Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Fucking legendary series.
Yeah. Earthworm Jim.
Such a groovy guy. Earthworm Jim, me rockets with the sky.
Yeah.
I could go on all night.
What's your top 3?
I've got loads more.
Play along at home.
Yeah, we only played Long at Home.
What's your top 3?
Yeah.
Top 3 favourite nostalgic retro video games. Oh, here we go.
James Pond.
James Pond.
Robocod.
Yeah.
Yes. I loved that
Legendary
game.
game.
Yeah. So on one of the Game Genie things was that you could stretch infinitely. So, you know, when you just like stretch it up, you do that, and basically the amount of noise like, just goes on forever. It's one long trombone slide. And you could literally go for half an hour, and then eventually when you let it go, it just takes about 24 seconds. You go straight back down to the bottom. Yeah.
Cray. James Pond, honourable mention.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So, yeah. What's your top 3?
Play Long at Home.
Play along at home. Nice. Purple Pringle. Right then, pricks. I hope that would count. I don't know why I made it plural.
I didn't even have to look up. I knew it was aimed at me.
So let's slide on over into the Nub Hub.
Ooh.
Come and join me for a rub in my corner. Nub Hub.
Just rolls off fucking tongue out of doesn't it?
That's the catchiest one so far.
That's a good one. How many?
Huh?
How many times? How many ones did you try and write?
I've not written anything down.
Oh, okay.
This is the most I've ever written down for the show.
No, I
With all
meant,
the writing on here.
I meant your intros for an up.
Oh, there's been a few. They were all just pretty much slight variations of the same thing.
That was the only one that stuck.
Yeah, the one that I always automatically want to do is come and have a rub in Wayne's Nub Hub.
Yes,
Yeah.
good on that.
Oh, come and rub your chub on Kempin's nub.
Come and rub your slug.
On one of Kempin's nugs.
Ew. Anyway.
Come and shoot a load after you've rubbed your chode in my nub hub. There we go.
Okay.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. So, for this nub hub, we are talking pre-95 video games. We're talking pre-95 video games, and I have devised a quizzy for y'all. It's comprised of 20 questions.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be quick. So the rules are as follows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the title of a video game.
Mm-hmm.
You need to tell me the year it was released.
Ooh.
Bonus points for telling me what machine it was released on.
Ooh.
I say machine, not console.
Okay.
It could be anything.
Interesting.
Wow.
But also, if you buzz in and shout out your year and you are wrong, no, sorry, it's closest year wins.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So the winner wins a point, but the loser loses a point.
Ooh.
Oh.
Higher stakes.
Higher stakes.
Okay.
So, are you ready for the Nub Hub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So,
What was shouting? Yeah, what's the
yeah,
buzzers?
what are you gonna buzz in? Video, gaze. Video, gaze.
I'd rather not do that's alright.
What? Pardon? Don't defy me. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're not going to shout out a word, it's only a 4-letter word. It's not a bad one.
No, I know, but
There's worse ones I could say.
I know there is. There's many, many bad ones you could say, but yeah.
Okay. Sonic, Mario.
Okay.
Ooh. So we did that.
Let's try them out.
Mario.
Sonic.
Oh, yeah. So you can handle that, can't that not too many syllables for you to...
No, that's about right.
When you spurt out random shit.
That's about right. Yeah.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Spastic! Right. Without further ado. Now, I've not heard of this one, but I think Mr. Neil will probably, maybe have heard of it. Chucky Egg.
No, I've not heard of that one.
I have, but Sonic.
Yes?
1989.
Okay. Mr. Neil.
I'm going to go early. I'm going to go 81.
I don't have a console.
Any guess on the console, Camp?
No.
You gonna pass that too?
Yeah, pass.
Atari 2600. Oh, Atari.
Wrong. It came out on the ZX Spectrum
Ah.
in 1983. Mr. Neil gets it.
Yes. On the board.
On the board. Here we go. So, next up, Manic Miner.
Sonic.
Yeah.
1987. Oh, no, I should have shot my load earlier, but 1987 on Commodore 64.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Neil?
Oh, this is a tricky one. Because I know there's a few versions of this one. I'm going to go 1988. And I'm going to go with the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Ooh.
Came out on the ZX Spectrum in 1985. So Cam gets the point.
Yeah.
Up next, Day of the Tentacle.
Mario.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is a tricky one. I think this is about 86, and it was like early PC, but I can't remember which one. Apple II or MS DOS?
I'll take PC
Okay.
in general. But your year was 80. What did you say? 87. I don't know. Can't remember.
I think you said 86.
I think I said 86, but I kind of want to change it.
Because I was going to go 86 myself.
I'll stick with 86. This is what I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll be fair.
Cool.
Okay, I'll say 83. Sorry, what was the game again?
Day of the Tentacle.
It should be some sort of PC-based system, but...
Well, it was pointless because Lee's got the point for the PC.
Yeah.
Right,
We already know what console it's on.
yeah.
It's a LucasArts game.
And it is a LucasArts game.
Wow.
And it came out on MS-DOS in 1993.
Oh.
Mr. Neil gets both the points.
Played.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you say something about I get, like, the loser gets minus points or something?
Oh, yeah. Good shout, Camp.
See, with the PC stuff, I get a bit... that's not where I'm at. So, like, I don't know when MS-DOS was around. Like, I remember it being around when I was younger, but I don't know when it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with a little bit of BBC Basic and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but...
But then you got, like, Apple II, and then you got Commodores, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it gets a bit...
Coding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apple II and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Next up, Sensible Soccer. Come on, Camp.
Sonic. Oh, God. Sensible Soccer on the Amiga. Can I just say Amiga, or do you need a model number?
No, I'll take Amiga.
Okay, Amiga. Because I really can't remember what the fuck it was. 1992. 1991.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Neil?
I'll go 92.
Fuck.
Again, 92. Mr.
Sure.
Neil is correct. With
Fuck.
1992.
So,
But Camp, you're bang on with Amiga.
We make a 500 if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I don't think I'll bother with the minus points. So I'll give you a point back, Camp.
We
fair enough.
I think that's going to get too complicated with the
Wait.
2 answer questions. Next up, we've got Pong.
Sonic. Oh God, 1976 on the Atari 2600. On the Atari, let's say.
Okay.
Where do I go? So you said 76.
That I did.
I'm going to go 78, and it was on just a Pong machine.
Arcade.
In fact, yeah.
I'll
Should've
take
bought that.
arcade as a
Arcade.
thing.
But it was like
Well.
its own game.
Cabinet.
Pong was released in the arcade in 1972.
Ooh.
So, Mr. Neil, you get a point for the arcade. Camp, you get a point for the year.
We.
Nice.
Cool.
Next up, Gauntlet.
I remember the game. I know nothing about it. Sonic. 19 85.
Yeah.
On... Oh, God, I don't know what year it was fucking released.
You've just said.
No, a console.
All right.
I know there's one version of it, but I'm not. Trying to think if there's a different port.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay, Mr. Neil.
I'm going to go 87.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go PC.
Wrong on both counts. Kent was bang on with the year, with 1985, but it was released in the arcade.
Oh,
Okay. But there was an NES port.
that's what I remember.
Next up, Miss Pac-Man.
Sonic. 1987 arcade.
I'm going to go 84 and Atari.
Oh, but it was 84 as well.
Was released in the arcade
We.
in 1982.
Ooh. Progressive.
Oof. Paperboy.
Sonic. Oh, God, because I had this.
Gotta be quicker than that, man. You're just guessing. You don't know the actual information.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of the bloody machine.
Say year first.
Okay. 86.
Okay.
And on the fuck it, Commodore 64.
Okay.
I'm going to go 84 and arcade.
Oh. It was released in the arcade
Yeah.
in 1985.
Oh,
Oh,
So I'll give you both a point.
wait. How's it going round?
Fuck yeah. Duck Hunt.
Mario.
Yes.
84 on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay. Camp.
85, same console.
Mr. Neil got it bang on.
Yeah, that's
So I
fair.
don't think I could give you that.
No, that's entirely fair.
point.
No, that's entirely fair.
Bang on. NES 1984.
Well
The NES,
NES.
as we say over here.
Yes.
You need a little fanfare for
With the NES Zapper.
that.
Super Metroid.
Mario. 92 on the Super Nintendo.
Sorry, Super Metroid. Or just Metroid.
Super Metroid.
Super Metroid. I want to say same answer. But fuck it, why not? Let's try it. Same answer.
You can't do the same.
Yeah,
answer.
I know. Okay.
Go with SNES.
Year before.
So 91.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Neil gets it.
Yeah.
Bang on. No, it's not bang on. It was released on the SNES, which is bang on,
Yeah.
in 1994.
Oh,
Oh, damn
Quite a
it.
late one. I
that's
thought.
late, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, fuck.
Mario. 91 on the Mega Drive.
Okay.
Sonic 93 on the Mega Drive.
It was released on the Sega Mega Drive in 1992.
Fuck.
So you both get points.
Hey.
Throwing out all the points here.
Yeah.
What's around?
This is a point-heavy nub hub.
It's like, what was that TV show? Whose line is that anyway?
What? Space Invaders.
Mario.
Sonic.
Yeah, Mr. Neil.
Ooh, that one is, I'm going to go 78 and arcade.
Okay.
Arcade 77.
Mr. Neil's got it bang on.
Oh, damn it. Well played.
Arcade 1978.
Fucking love Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
Yeah.
Outrun.
Ooh.
Sonic. Amiga. 86. Sorry, 87. 87.
Okay.
90 on the Mega Drive.
Kev gets it. It was in 1986.
Damn it, I was going to say that.
But it was in the arcade.
Oh.
Arcade game, bro.
Just say about this relevant, I once went to one of the arcades in Skegness and they had Outrun 2 hooked up to like a massive sort of wall of TV screens, except he sat in a real Ferrari and he drove the real Ferrari and it drove it on screen.
Oh, is that why you said you met that guy that gave you the sleepy milk?
That's what. That's the one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that story.
Yeah.
Number 7.
It was really fucking cool, though.
What the sleepy milk was? I bet it was.
Yeah. Hang on, yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Sonic. NES. Nintendo Entertainment System, sorry.
We know what you mean, 'cause
Yeah.
we're British.
Let's get a year we get somewhere. I want to say 86, so let's go for that.
Okay.
I'm going to go 81 and arcade.
Fucking bang on.
I forgot that.
It was released in the arcade in 1981.
I got distracted about members of the sleeping milk.
This is crazy. This is crazy knowledge. Super Mario Kart.
Mario. That is 94 on the Super Nintendo.
92 on the NES. No. I don't even know, but no, fucking 92 on the NES.
92, bang on the SNES.
Ah.
Point each. Pointage. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic. 1992 on the Mega Drive.
Well, it's the Mega Drive. I'm going with
How do you know?
1990.
Keb's got it bang on.
Yeah.
Three.
Tetris.
Sonic. 1984 on the Game Boy.
Gay boy.
Is this Western release?
Fair.
I don't know. Could be.
I'm going to go 85 on... I mean, Game Boy is the first Western. PC, to be pedantic.
PC. Yeah, portable console. What did you say, Cam? 1984?
Yeah.
You said 1985.
5.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was
it's
released
1986.
on the Nintendo Game Boy
Yeah.
in 1989.
89.
Wow.
Way later than I thought.
Yes, that's Western release.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was brought over to the West for the Game Boy. As I said, this is making like the best portable game ever. And they were right.
One of my favourite bits of
silly amounts.
one of my favourite clips on YouTube is the history of the Soviet Union set to Tetris music. It's really good fun. It's literally 2 hours long.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Mario. It's the Mega Drive.
Okay.
And... Oh, or is it arcade? No, I'm going Mega Drive.
You tell me.
Stick with Mega Drive because Turbo was the second iteration where they made the changes to the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with 94.
Okay. Cap.
Arcade 93.
So close. It was released in the arcade in 1992.
Oh, damn it, I was going to say that as well.
That's what you win. You said 93 in the arcade.
Right, yeah, no, but I meant I was going to say it bang on there.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Next up, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Mario. So it was Game Boy. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm going to go with 93.
Okay. Cam?
SNES 95. Sorry. SNES 92. I'm going to go entirely the wrong way.
You got it bang on! SNES.
Oh.
How's it this?
Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1992.
Yeah, of course it is, isn't it? Got it mixed up.
Sweet.
Shit.
Making a comeback.
Yeah.
We're on the final question.
Wow.
It's worth 4 points.
Ooh. It's all to play for.
It is all to play for. Currently in the lead, we have Mr. Neil with a solid 20. Got Camp just trading behind on 17.
Ooh.
All hangs on this one question. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Sonic. Game Boy. 1988.
It was on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I'm going to go with...
It's far too confident.
I'm going to go 1990.
Close. It was on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1993.
Oh,
Wow.
So Mr. Neil wins.
Well played.
24 to 17.
well done, sir.
Absolutely smashed it.
Fun up hub.
Oh, that was a storming game, guys. Well played.
That was a slugger, that was. Well played.
You guys were fucking
Trading blows like Tyson and Ali.
Yes.
Well, they've never fought
I was going to say that never happened, did it? I hope not.
I don't know.
Tyson would destroy Ali, rip his trembling hands off.
That's like, say, well, now, yeah. But, you know. It's always one of those what ifs, isn't it?
Yeah, play along at home.
Play along at home.
Yeah. How did you
Let us know
guys
your
do?
scores, because some obscure ones on that.
Yeah, I just dragged up a list of retro games.
Nice.
That's what came up.
I was waiting for stuff like Magnavox Odyssey and all that jazz coming up.
Yeah, I thought there would have been at least a Road Rash or two in there. But yeah, no, that was good. Well played, guys.
Thank you.
There were some tricky ones in there.
It was.
Awesome, sawsome.
Good hub.
Send us a suggestion.
Give us a topic. Send these suggestions to the Twitter account, still run by me, at PooFingerPod. I'll have a chat with you. Or what we got, email us at poofingerpodcast@gmail.com. Send us some topics for our hubs or episodes. What else?
The Q&A-ness.
Yes, Q&A.
Top 3, a goat.
Yeah,
Just talk to us. We're lonely.
we are.
Podcast.
Yeah, follow us on all the socials. What we're going to do for the 50th, we might have a nub hub. We might not.
It's in the works.
Yeah. It's going to be a special one.
Yeah. You'll find out when we find out.
Yeah.
There's circles within circles on this one of what's going to go on.
Figuring it out. It's going to be immense. Epic, the kids would say.
It's going to be a huge standoff between us all. People are going to take sides. People might lose their lives.
So,
So this podcast will continue. That is what you need to know. Whatever you hear, don't come knocking.
so I was just conjuring images of us all standing around the table, tugging each other off. It's going to be beautiful. We're all going to weep.
One big circle jerk for an hour and a half.
Just going to smile and stare at each other as we talk.
Yeah.
Well, rubbing.
There's going to be 4 of us that enter through that door. Only one man will leave.
At PooFingerPod on all the socials. PooFingerPodcast@gmail.com for all your email needs. Send us in your email needs. Oh, I've not checked the emails. Let me check the Gmails. We might have had something.
Oh, yes.
I should check things more often. Change. Two Finger Podcast. Nah, we've not got anything.
So we're not ignoring you.
You're
Never
ignoring
mind.
us.
Yeah.
Rude bastards.
Very rude.
Yeah, send us some shit, motherfuckers.
We don't care if it's about an episode that we did 6 episodes ago, 30 episodes ago. But, you know, we'll chat to you about anything. We don't care.
Just sounding desperate now.
We are. We are desperate, man.
We need content.
We need your attention.
Oh, I used to love anus. What's the next segment got?
Wheel of Kontent.
Wheel of Content. Which motherfucker is it gonna land on? So, because we're talking video games, that was my Christopher Walken impression. It was the best one I've ever done. It was accidental as well.
Yeah, I got it. No, it was
Video games. We're talking retro. I can't even attempt any more Christopher Walken. That was pure coincidence.
That one was semi-good, and I'm leaving it there.
Yeah, you got to leave it on the best one. We've filled up the wheel with many, many suggestions. I believe it's 14 segments.
Oh, did we count?
No, I did when I was putting the magnetic strips on the wheel.
Counted it once.
Yeah. Yeah, it's full of random suggestions of what to discuss. Kemp's over there by the wheel.
I am.
Oh, you tied your hair up. When did you tie your hair up?
I always had it tied up.
Lies. You had it down when I came in.
Well, I had it tied up like since I got out of the shower earlier.
He's fucking gaslighting me over here.
Sorry, man, you're just looking so gaslightable.
Looking rather flammable right now.
Yeah, there we go. That's about that. Yeah. Did you know that flammable and inflammable mean exactly the same thing?
Yeah.
Because I certainly didn't. That's how we got into this mess.
On that note, Camp,
Hello.
spin that wheel, please.
Spin.
You beautiful man.
Thank you.
Beautiful man, dem.
Best console.
It's the Mega Drive.
To be fair, yeah, it was an amazing console.
Fuck you, Mr. Neil. It's the Mega Drive.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to come out with some fucking random console
Actually,
bullshit.
it was the Sharp MX. No,
The Intellivision 400. I did
Television Amico.
Yeah. To be honest, I did used to love the Atari 2600 as earlier when I mentioned my love of tanks.
Yeah.
But I loved that because of the simplicity of it. It was it was the Land Rover of the console world. It was a big fucking unit with big fucking levers, and each one did one particular fucking job, and it did it to perfection.
Yeah.
Like one of them was reset, and it's just like, like as it comes on and off, and like all it does is just reset your screen, like boop, sends you back to the start. That's all it was, but it was a clunking fucking sound, and you did it.
Mechanical.
Yeah.
So with these consoles, there's almost an experience just using it. Like with the Mega Drive, the sounds of the plastic rubbing when you like clunk it in.
And it was like you were reloading a rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have to
Putting the
pull it
cartridge
out.
in.
And the little flaps will like snap shut when you pull it out. And you
Oh,
can blow in
yeah.
the cartridge, put it in. Same with the NES. You have to lift the flap, put the cartridge in till it clicks, then push it down. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nostalgia. So I flip-flop between the Mega Drive and the NES as my best console.
That's fair.
Not the
I think-
SNES.
No. Not a big fan of the SNES.
What's wrong with the SNES, man?
Great.
SNES just-
No, I just preferred the Mega Drive.
I did.
I preferred the sounds in the Mega Drive as well.
Yeah, it looked cooler.
Look cooler. Some of the games were pretty spot on, and they were like exclusive. It's like the Mega Drive version of RoboCop versus Terminator is
Yes.
Yeah.
better than the SNES one.
There was so many cool games to play
Yeah.
on that console.
I can't remember which way around it was, if it was you do it on an American machine or a European machine, but it was possible to modify the whichever console it was to play the other's games. And basically, if you looked on the back of the cartridge, where you either had this little bit where it's like the very edge of it, it's like flat when it goes in, and then like a little sort of bump, and then it goes again flat all across the way, and then a tiny little in bit, and then back to the rest of the cartridge. And basically, if you look on your console and where that little thing is, you break off that bit of plastic, like a little corner bit of it, just to snap it both sides. And the other's cartridge, like either the American or European cartridge, will fit in your console, and it plays it, no questions asked.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, it was region locked by a small piece of plastic. I don't know if that is 100% true, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Check that out. But yeah, I think I'll go with Mega Drive at the minute.
Yeah. Mega Drive's the king.
Remember when you used to have like 6-button Mega Drive controllers?
Yeah, they were the best. You needed that for Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I never really played Street Fighter because even though I've already said multiple times that I'm poor at video games, I'm worst at fighting games. If I've got to play someone else, I'm doomed.
I wasn't too bad at Mortal Kombat. A little bit. Like I could play that and actually like get through it. But yeah, Street Fighter was just a different beast.
Yeah.
Really hard. I think I had a Turbo Championship Edition, which was the third one.
Isn't that the name of Elon Musk child?
Yeah. One of them. Yeah, no, I was just fucking garbage at it. Really bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm fully in agreement. Yeah, Mega Drive's a fantastic console. So yeah, Spinner Rooney.
Speedy Rooney.
Oh, that's a bit of a wussy one. Best Nintendo game. Mario's a standard, but
Yeah.
just because of all the different iterations of him, you had Mario Golf, you had Dr. Mario, you had
Mario Kart.
Mario Paint.
Mario Party.
Yeah. Just every format of him. You had him as a fireman in Odyssey. He's not just a plumber, he's a handyman.
For me, the best Nintendo game was Duck Hunt.
Interesting.
Because you enjoyed using a light gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, light guns were fun.
Light guns are great fun.
that was amazing to me.
Yeah. Did you play any light gun games on your Master System? So they had Rambo that was light gun.
No.
I had one, but I can't remember what it was.
Operation Wolf.
No, I only got to play Duck Hunt on my dad's mate's daughter's console. Back in the day, way back days.
In the long ago.
In the long ago, yeah.
Yeah.
The dark days. But no, I just have a memory of going around there and playing it. And being like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm shooting.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mario 1. Mario 1's the best.
Ooh, I'm torn between Street Fighter or Mario Kart. It's going to be Mario Kart for me.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Fair
I
I
dues.
love Mario Kart.
remember playing that in the arcades as well. It was so good.
What's your favourite Nintendo game?
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Happy Finger Pod.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
All right. Spin that wheel. Oh, yeah.
Hang
Give
on.
me that. Plaque.
Give me that, Black.
Black.
Plaque. P-L-A-C-K.
You've got to be careful what
sorry.
you've got to be careful what you're saying, man.
I know, I'm being very cautious what I say. Game rental memories.
Rental.
So back in the day, you could go to video shops,
Yeah.
which was like Netflix in a building, and you could rent shit.
Netflix the building, which is funny because it started off as a like DVD rental place. If I recall
Yeah, they
rightly.
still do it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty good.
yeah,
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you used to get to the shop up the road, and it was like, let's say, I don't know, £1 to hire out at all, and then 50p for every day thereafter.
Yeah.
And sorry, mate, I'm out of copies of that. It's like you only ever had one.
yeah.
You know, you only ever had one.
He'd always ask the guy behind the counter to save you a copy of whatever comes in.
Yeah.
Like you got something that's coming in that you want to be watching.
Yeah,
When it comes in, can you save us?
Yeah, and get put on the list.
yeah,
Double team.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, they often had a video game section, didn't they?
Mm.
And I remember it was when I had a Mega Drive, and I got mine really late, handed down from my uncle. So there wasn't that many Mega Drive games left in the like video stores. They just had kind of like whatever was just kicking about.
Yeah.
And it was rented Looney Tunes game. It was the Sylvester and Tweety one.
Yeah.
Where you play as Tweety and you got to get away from Sylvester.
Yeah.
It's almost like those games where you got to like keep climbing higher. So you're just platforming all the way higher up. So you're going across like telephone poles and Christmas lights and stuff. I'm going to smash that all weekend.
Yeah.
Wicked.
And occasionally you get like the Jack and the Knight potion. It can turn into a massive sort of Frankenstein Tweety sort of thing. And it's coming back after eat Sylvester. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's like
hilarious.
the rental place would like do a special weekend deal where you'd be able to rent a game or a video, get a bag of popcorn, and you can return it on Sunday instead of like the next day.
Yeah.
So you get it on a Friday. This is back in the day, people. Like these young'uns don't know how easy they got it. Got content at the fingertips. We used to have to go to a shop
And it was
ask
like a special
people.
weekend thing as well. Like you didn't go there in the week.
Yeah, because you couldn't afford to buy games.
No, you had to rent them.
Yeah, so you rent them. Crazy
I
time.
think it was somewhere just off of the Hamilton estate. There's a place where I once rented, I think it was either an N64 or a PlayStation 1. I know that's the wrong generation. But
You could use to rent the consoles as well.
Yeah. And it was like the extra controller. In fact, it was N64 because I think it was Mario Kart and GoldenEye for something like 25 quid or something like that. But yeah, as you say, 3-day deal. I began on a Friday and bring it back Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing that with the Dreamcast. Again, completely
Oh,
wrong
I don't know.
generation. But that was almost like the only way you could get it.
Yeah.
Because they were sold out so fast. But yeah, good times.
Yeah, nostalgic memories.
Yeah.
They were like physical Xbox Game Passes.
Yeah.
Got all the games in there. You go in, you can play it for a little bit.
But I remember mine, you could just ring up and be like, yeah, I'm not finished with it. Can I have it for another 3 days? Like, yeah, right. And they'll just like put it on your tab.
Yeah.
So then you go in on the Friday or whenever, like the following week to return it. Pay up.
Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah. I guess Blockbuster would be the most recent.
Didn't Toys R Us have a rental thing as well?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know.
See, I don't know why I've just randomly thought of that. It's probably not a thing. But I'm sure I rented games from Toys R Us.
Maybe.
Could be wrong.
Or maybe it was just your mum keeping the receipt.
Yeah.
So she takes it back on the Monday when you're at school.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't afford to buy games. Just return them.
No, but I did used to have a... Oh, hang on. I don't know, maybe. There was something on Reddit about Toys R Us and 8 Mile. But... Oh, no, hang on. No, sorry. It's kind of combined two threads in one now, but just have a game aisle. I don't have anything to do with rentals, I'm afraid.
It's a really creaky chair you got there, Mr. Neil.
Very creaky.
Yeah.
Squeaky chair.
Spinny?
Yeah. Oh, best comic book game. So for me, some of my fondest memories were playing the Spider-Man game on the Mega Drive.
That's so good.
It was amazing,
Yeah, that was really good.
spectacular even.
Yeah. It was Peter Parker.
It was astonishing. But
Yeah.
but there was other comic book games as well, like Batman,
Yes.
and
That wasn't very good.
I really liked
Depends
it.
which version you play.
Ah, yes. There's about 12 different fucking versions.
Different versions. Because my pick is Batman on the NES.
Ah. So,
Fucking incredible. It was made by Sunsoft. So it's a really good studio. And they also do like the best soundtracks as well. So the music's just fucking absolute fucking badass. And you like Ninja Batman, so you'd have to like wall jump and stuff and like climb up walls by jumping. And it was very loosely based on the movie, but like the first boss you fight is Firefly. But yeah, it's so fucking good. Really, really good. Proper hidden gem on the NES, that one. Because movie tie-in game, like licensed games, are never good, and they never have been good. But that one's like fucking so good, absolutely amazing.
Ooh, for me, I would have to say there was an Avengers game on.
Is that the arcade style one?
Yeah, it was arcade style. I just can't remember what
It could be
console.
Vision or
think it-
Captain America.
Super Nintendo, I think.
That's incredible. But yes, you're right. Yeah, you play Captain America.
Captain America.
Who was the
Hawkeye.
Vision.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Oh, who was the last one? Was it someone a bit obscure?
Must have been someone, not even Luke Cage, but
I can't remember.
Was it a female one?
must have been.
Storm or something random.
Must have been, yeah.
Can't remember. That's going to bug me.
Yeah.
Have to search that.
Going to the Google machine.
Well, what are you Googling?
Retro Avengers.
Yeah, 'cause this was like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, wasn't it? A
Yes.
bit like Ninja Turtles Arcade and Simpsons and...
Yes, funny enough, that was my answer for me of one here, because I pumped. No, more on that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to
It
it.
was Captain America and the Avengers.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh,
Ooh.
running out of Go away. Pop up.
Poop up.
You just get some viruses. It's fine.
Yeah.
Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Vision.
Oh,
Sausage party.
I thought there was a female character. Maybe I'm mixing up with like a...
Iron Man! Yeah, because I remember that on the arcade machines.
Yeah.
Another good brilliant arcade machine was the X-Men game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved that one.
And they never really ported it over to anything.
No, but that was awesome in the arcades. We're not spoke about arcades.
No.
Special.
Arcade games, Time Crisis, all that kind of shit.
Arcades need to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
They could be so much better.
Yeah.
If you go into a recent one, it's like, why have they still got the same old shit?
Yeah. But you still want to play the old shit. You still want to play House of the Dead and stuff like that. Time Crisis.
Yeah.
That's another ball game.
Yes.
It is.
That's not this content.
Vinny Spin.
It's been a movie. Best accessory.
Best accessory.
Nintendo Power Glove.
Never used one.
But just
they're
the thought of
really
it is
bad.
amazing. Yeah.
Rob the robot. Little robotic companion, so you can play 2-player games together.
Really?
But you can only play 2 games. The ones that come with him.
And it wasn't very good at it.
Never heard of that one.
No, I'm not picking that. I think... I've got 2 in mind. Both Nintendo. One is for the NES controller, and it's 2 little curved rubber things that you just like fit on the side.
Ooh.
And it makes it more ergonomic.
Yes.
More like a Mega Drive controller. Because
That's good.
as great as that controller is, it as just a chunk of rectangle. After a while,
It feels
hurts your
fucking
hands.
horrible.
Yeah.
It feels so horrible.
Next one would be a wiggly light that clips into the Game Boy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because without that, you can't play at night.
Made
Or
by,
card journeys.
made by the company Logic Free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to sell thousands of them.
Best invention. Honestly,
yeah.
it was game changing.
Yeah. Because I remember that you had to play in daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the only way you could play them like that, and like the Game Gear as well.
Yeah.
There used to actually be a game, I can't remember what it was called, was it something of Castle of the Sun or something like that? And the idea was you were a vampire hunter and you used real daylight, had a little sensor on the top of the cartridge to get real light to help you kill the enemy. So when it was dark and cloudy overhead, you couldn't play the game properly. You couldn't kill any enemies, it was much harder.
It's
So,
quite an interesting concept, that, isn't it?
it was very crazy.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
I'd have to say the best accessory was the Game Genie.
Oh, great
Yeah.
shout, yeah.
I think, like, I never had one personally, but I always wanted one.
That stopped a lot of tears in my house. From me and my dad. Yeah. Make that sense as well.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. My brain was going too far. farther than my conscience was allowing me.
0 to 100 real quick.
But I could see the ideas churning in your head. You just sat there like,
But no, I appreciate it.
No worries.
I would say anything made by the previously mentioned company Logic 3 and or Mad Cats, because some of their things were terrifying.
So I only remember Mad Cats from later years.
Yeah, I primarily know from later years. But someone did that thing where they got an original Game Boy and hooked up.
They made the Mega Game Boy.
Yeah.
All the accessories.
Put on as many accessories as they could. And it was ludicrous what this thing was. It's like, I think we even had to break it a little bit just to fit some of it together.
Yeah.
But somehow it worked. And it was stupid. You had to have 4 plugs in it or something. And because it had like 3 battery packs or something on it. God knows what else.
Yeah, I remember there's one accessory for the Game Boy which was completely stupid, and it was extra speakers. So you have these sounds louder. It's like, you don't want to hear the Game Boy.
Yeah, it's
just
horrible.
blooping away.
Sorry, I've just thought. Not only the Game Boy camera, but also the Game Boy printer.
Yeah.
I used to have a Game Boy printer. I have no idea why, because I didn't have a Game Boy camera. And I can't remember what it was that you could print. Seriously, that's how brilliant
Did
it
you
was.
use it to print off your Pokemon?
No, I didn't know about that at the time.
Yeah, you could print off the Pokemon you catch.
Yeah. But seriously, I can't remember how or why I got hold of a printer. Because I didn't have a flipping camera. I was like, what's the point? Yeah. I remember the days.
Oh, spin that wheel. Oh, yeah.
Most interesting box art. Sorry.
Most appealing.
Most appealing box art. Ooh.
Yeah. So, for me, a big part of the nostalgia of video games was looking at the covers. And some of the covers are fucking awesome. Like those old school, like the 80s ones of the paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
That are nothing, like, no way near any kind of representing the actual video game. And, like, you could buy absolute, like, you get something that's got, like, dragons and shit on the front of it and, like, some kind of big battle going on, and you look on the back and it's, like, some dude that's, like, 8 pixels high. Like, walking across a line.
Personal favourite for me was Dragon's Lair 3D. And I had a very similar sort of thing, almost like a D&D sort of feel to it, like something out of the Monster Manual or something like that. And it's a pinball game. So, okay, right. Yeah.
Golden Axe.
Yeah.
Golden Axe had one. Streets of Rage had good box art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the Mega Drive games had good box art.
Double Dragon.
Earthworm Jim. Yeah, because the Nintendo had that weird white banner with the red grid on it, didn't it? On a lot of the games. So you only have like a little square of box art.
Yeah. Or they'd try and do like the whole hand-painted thing and get it all wrong. You know, that kind of deal. But it was just like the box art for Mega Man is like one of the worst things you'll see. It's awful. Like, there's a guy there holding a gun. Like, you don't use a gun throughout the whole game. It looks fucking terrible. But I can't think of any bad Mega Drive ones. They were all really good.
Yeah.
Really designed well. I think one of the best ones of theirs was
Oh,
Elysia Dragoon.
that rings a
That's a hidden gem, that one. It's like a RP, like side-scrolling RPG. And you collect dragons. You're like it's really cool. You go fighting shit. But that had really cool box art, and I've still find it.
Echo the Dolphin.
Interesting. Yeah, that was a good one.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys ever play any of the... Oh, damn it, wrong console.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I know, it's about the 5th time I've done it.
Oh.
Actually, no, it's the 3rd time I've done it, but still.
Oh.
Even like the Sonic games look good though, like the box art of those. And it was simply a blue... There's a wrong-coloured hedgehog wearing shoes, standing on his hind legs, with a dual-tailed fox.
Yeah, that's the box art.
Oh, that rings a bell, actually. Yeah, that's cool.
It's really
Nice.
cool.
I don't recognise the name.
Good game. Check it out.
Yeah, that was... there's been loads of cool. Zool.
Zool, yes.
Yeah, it's all
Shout,
good.
callback.
Doom.
Jane Pond.
Doom.
Yeah.
James Pond.
We're just naming games now.
Yeah.
All the Marvel games had good box art. The games were varying quality, but the box art was always good.
Yeah. I've always loved some good box art. You don't really see much nowadays because you just got thumbnails on digital shit.
Yeah.
Well, the Japanese and the American markets, I think, get fantastic box art. I mean, I know, again, unfortunately, we're not supposed to talk about it, but Resident Evil 2, for example, over here, I can't even remember what it was. It's almost just a jet black box.
With a white zombie
RE2, yeah. And over there, it was... I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was fucking amazing. And it's really frustrating. Damn it, give us some good box art. On our digital downloads. But
Indeed.
Spin.
Sorry, I distracted myself.
hardest cock game. Hardest game. Bosh.
For me, every game I've ever played. Because again, I'm bad at computer games.
Super Smash Bros. Melee. No,
that's too far.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. What was the other one? Super Smash Bros. TV. Super Smash TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You had to play with 2 controllers.
That was the one, yeah.
Yeah.
And you needed like 12 legs
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
because that's almost like a top-down shooter, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you got to use one controller to move, and the other controller directs which way you shoot.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the stupidest thing I've ever played in my life. And it's doable once you put your brain to it. But it's impossible because it's ludicrously hard.
Yeah.
There's no need for a game like that. And yeah, as you say, one to move, you one to shoot. I don't know. You can't program your brain to do it. I know people have, but I couldn't.
Do you know what game I've always struggled to play? I'm really bad at because it's really hard to me.
God.
Tetris.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Tetris
Really
can be
fucking
really hard.
Yeah.
When it starts getting faster,
Yeah.
I just panic and fumble.
It's all about the slow breathing, man.
I'm slow-minded.
You're getting distracted by the colours.
Yeah, I've just been distracted for the past 5 minutes playing with one of my little action figures. I just picked him up and just reposed him.
Got a little ADHD going on.
Maybe. Naomi says all the time. Maybe she's right.
Oh.
Nice. I think probably the hardest game I've played is Batman on the NES. It's fucking solid. Really, really hard. And heaven forbid you get to the Joker at the end. He just properly fucks you up. He calls down like lightning and everything. Like, it absolutely smashes you. It's ridiculous. That game is ridiculously hard, but so good though. It's really good.
I think it was on the Mega Drive. I also remember playing WWF in your house, and that was the one where it was arcadey, but on a different level. So instead of like doing like your normal wrestling finishing move like Shawn Michaels super kick, instead he would call down a huge heart-shaped bed which would just land on the opponent, and then he'd just jump and pose on it basically.
Yeah. Undertaker would call out like zombies and stuff, wouldn't he?
Yeah, all stuff like that. And I think someone else got a monster truck, blah 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 blah. But I was pretty decent at that game, but then I put it on the hardest difficulty, and yeah, that was another level. It was just unplayable. So yeah, stupid.
And spin.
Fun. Best arcade game. That Simpsons 4-player one.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
Or if you're going Simpsons, I'll go Ninja Turtles.
Oh, no.
Me and my family.
No. Just, yeah, I would have gone for either of those. So I'll go for the Banjos.
Nice. Yeah, me and my family put so much money into The Simpsons one.
Yeah.
Playing it. It's one of the few things we actually, all three of us did as a family. We all played it. And yeah, I don't know, it was really good fun. And we put
great game.
we just kept spunking pound coin after pound going into it. And so
No
we
home release
completed
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it was mad.
It's crazy to think that some games were only on a machine, like a gigantic machine. They had to put money in.
Yeah, there's quite a few, weren't there? There was Alien vs Predator.
Oh, yeah.
That version never got a
Is that the one with the gun?
release. No, it's like a side scroller.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's a good one, that.
Yeah. I think the X-Men one as well. I don't think that got a home release.
No, I don't think it did. I think there was like a different version, like a remake that came out.
A reskin?
But I could be wrong. Shall we do one more?
Go on then.
Give it a spin.
Right. After all right.
It's supposed to be chance count.
No, not that one.
Right, okay. Best handheld.
Game Boy.
Game Boy.
For me, it's both best and worst.
Tiger Electronics.
Nope.
Oh.
Barcode Battler. Barcode Battler.
I always wanted one.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
wanted one of those. I never got one.
Trust
I
me.
didn't.
No, you didn't. It was both the best and the worst thing in the world, because it was the best because you could take it anywhere. Your batteries would last a brand new, fresh out of factory pack of batteries would last you about 8 minutes. This thing soaked up power like a beast. And it had a little barcode reader with our pencil name. And what it was any barcode you scanned through would come up as either attack, defense, or health.
And this is just like your standard barcodes you see on the back of like food and stuff.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
crisp
on anything.
Crisp packets, magazines, absolutely anything.
Because
with a
they're all
barcode.
individual. It gives you individual power to
Yeah.
one of them, isn't it?
And you had no idea what it was because it's a fucking barcode, and you were like, what, 8 years old or something like that. So you had no idea what was what. And you're scanning everything through, and none of them were compatible. Not a single thing would work. And you're like, what is the point of this? So like, you get 6 cards with it, which were all you needed, really. But yeah, nothing was compatible. And you'd find one thing that was, and then you'd go to scan it again to, like, I don't know, try and get 2 of the item or something, whatever it may be, and it wouldn't work ever again. So fair enough, over the bin. You know.
Absolute dog shit.
Yeah, the only thing that was good was the screen resolution was half decent.
There's so many things like that growing up that like have so much potential that you think, wow, that looks absolutely amazing.
We're
And then you
in
get
the
it, you're
future.
like, what is this turd? That doesn't work. It doesn't, nothing ever did what it said it was supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Infuriating.
Yeah. I was in game today, and they have in some X-Men Tiger Electronic games.
Ooh.
There's little shitty handheld
The
LCD.
LCD things.
Yeah.
We get offered them every now and then.
Yeah, they were awful. I remember I had a Sonic 2 one, and I think, Batman Returns. And they were just trash. Fucking
I
horrible.
had a few of them. I had a little Ninja Turtles one, a little rectangle one. A few, because you just like have like 3 or 4 positions on the screen that you can move to, and that was it. Absolute bobbins.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. And to think they've tried to remake them.
Yeah, why bother?
It was only a tenner. I nearly picked it up. I was like, nah. I still remember how bad they were.
Yeah. But we'd always get one at some point.
Yeah.
Usually when you're on holiday.
I got one for my birthdays, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we just got ours second hand when I was little, for whatever reason. Maybe hand me down. Can't remember. Yeah.
You were the oldest child.
Yeah. From like another member of the family, man.
I see.
Cousins and shit.
Yeah.
I see.
You not got any cousins?
I do actually. 3 females.
But you're a big cousin, aren't you? You're the oldest.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why you didn't have any hand-me-downs.
Yes.
'Cause you were the biggest boy.
Bigger boys.
I have 11 cousins.
Wow.
11.
11.
I've got a few, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh, that's it on that side.
Okay, you physically moved your head to then. Like, no, that side. No, that side.
Really? Caroline, Guy, Chris. 7 on that side. 9 cousins.
Cool.
Ooh, my anus.
Ooh. Uranus.
Camping slipped in again.
Oh, that was some good content. Filled up with content.
Some good wheeling.
My anus is stiff from sitting in this chair. I need a better chair. Content. Podcast. Podcast. So yeah, that was a good wheel. It was a wheel of some shit. We're not doing it. We won't be doing a wheel of content next week for the big 50. Tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what we're doing, but what we ain't doing
The
is a wheel of content, because we're going to be jam-packed full of content. So we might just put the wheel in the bin. Because it's going to be so crazy.
Sacrifice it to the gods.
Yeah. That was fun, guys. Mushrooms.
Damn it, baby to it.
That's why I said it. Ha ha ha. Content.
Humour.
Podcast.
I've got a mouthful of cock.
So there you have it. Another mighty fine episode of the Pooh Finger Podcast. Number 49. 49.
How did we get this far?
I don't know.
No
How
idea.
have you made it this far, Cal?
I don't know. I lost my words. I lost my voice for a bit. Remember that?
I do remember.
Yeah.
That was a saga, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oof. I have to put a little flashback in there. Back to when you didn't have a voice.
So you can just leave a bit blank.
Yeah.
It's the easiest editing job in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Podcast, brain pause.
But yeah, don't forget to get in touch, though. All of your normal channels.
Yeah, you know this shit by now. We've read them out multiple times.
Exactly. Talk to us about anything. We don't care if it's stuff we haven't talked about. We do care if it's stuff we have talked about, because we'll tell you why your opinions are wrong. We just want interaction.
Cam just wants love.
That as well.
Cam also wants to love him.
Needy.
But I'm
If
prepared
you-
to start slow with interaction.
If anybody knows someone around the age of 50 that is desperate, just send them Camp's way. He'll get him some discount at his shop. He'll treat her right. So, for any of you mums who are recently divorced,
Oh,
borderline, no alcoholics. The last one was bad enough.
Oh no, widows. That's where the game's at.
Get a wealthy one.
Yeah, could be a widower. Yeah,
Oh.
someone that's had a little bit of a cash money's play. Little ching ching. You could be a sugar baby.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Find yourself a sugar mum account. Have you got on Tinder yet?
No.
Why not?
I'm not looking at a minimum.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Get your fucking dicks up by some strange poon.
I don't need no strange plume because I know you.
I am a strange poon.
All I was doing is put a bag over your head and I don't know who the fuck it is. Could be anyone underwear.
I hate to imagine who you're imagining. Well, you can imagine me.
Doesn't matter, I'll just draw on the outside of a bag. Draw a picture of a bag if I want, have a freeway.
Podcast.
Outro. Let's just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
So that is it. Number 49 done. Next week, a big special bonanza for you all.
Prepare your collective A9.
Yeah, you're going to have to share this one with your friends, your family, people you don't know.
People you do know.
But yeah, or not.
Or not.
You never know. But share it around because it's going to be good. So until next time, stay floppy.
If you know what's good for you.
Yeah, that could mean all kinds of things. Stay floppy.
Yeah.
Stay loose.
It's code.
Yeah, stay chilled. Or you could stay flaccid.
If you ever bump into any of us in the street, tap beside of your nose and say, stay floppy.
Yes. We can make it a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Ooh, stay floppy, guys.
Stay floppy.
Stay
And girls. And they thems.
Mandems.
Mandems. They dems.
See you all next week, folks.
No need for swears, Camp.
I didn't swear.
Stop swearing at the people.
I didn't swear at anyone. I said see you all next week, folks.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
I know what that really means.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.